Another exclusive. We out.
Here with Jerry and Zuma.
I kind of town.
I'm a Dope Boy TV. Worldwide, bitch.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Kayla M. Lawrence. I'm here with Doughboy TV and we're interviewing JD NAVA. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
And like I said, my name is JD NAVA. I come from Texas, area known as Bryan College Station. Moved here to Chicago is like a couple months now. But yeah, just trying to make something of myself over here, make a little scene and whatnot.
That's good. Can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about what your proudest moments in your career were?
My proudest moments. As in music-wise, I held a concert. I was headline. Had like 200 people show up in my hometown, which was crazy because it was like my first project. And had 200 people show up. I just thought that was crazy, Getting love from your hometown, like that's where it starts. So at that.
That's amazing. Can you go ahead and elaborate on who you would say is an inspirational role model for you in your career?
My career, I say my father, honestly. He gave so much for us to come. I don't know if many people know this. Probably nobody really does. But I'm from Mexico. Came straight from Mexico. I didn't become a citizen until like last year. So that was so crazy. But yeah, he just gave up everything. For us to have a better life, basically. So that's my biggest inspiration.
That is amazing. All right. Well, if you could change one thing about the music industry, what would it be and why?
That's a good one. Honestly, be like just the fakery, people being fake, showing you love at first, and then like at the end, like they just try and get something out of it. And if you're gonna come like that, just come like that at first, I think that's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, come straightforward. I'm a straightforward guy. Like, if I really do need something from you, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and you know what I mean. But there's people out there that just really real low key snakes, So that's like what I'll say I've changed.
I completely agree. It is a lot of people who are, very deceptive in the industry. We're glad that you're not like that. All right. Well, can you tell us, what do you think is necessary to be successful? Do you think that a university education is mandatory to be successful?
I'm like borderline on that question. It's like yes and no. Yes, because it's something you're achieving, something greater. I think education is a beautiful thing. It's, it keep somebody educated, somebody's gonna prosper in many other things, But not to say that you're not gonna prosper in life without a degree or something, or a piece of paper. But it's basically what you make of it, basically. That's what I think.
That was a good answer. A lot of people feel like if you don't have a degree that you don't have any means to go anywhere in life, but there are so many clear examples that prove that wrong and negate that societal concept. What do success and failure mean to you?
Success. Honestly, success means me being able to provide for people I love without having to look at my bank account, like me being able to provide for my mom, my girl, my boys, you know what I'm saying? So just without me hurting, you know what I mean? Because I know everybody in their heart, they want to, be like, hey, look, I got you something here and there, but when you take that hurt on your wallet, man, I just want, success to me is like being able to do that without being hurt. So that's really what success is. And failure is, I guess, growing old and being bitter in life and being like, damn, like I could have done this, I could have done that, or you hate everybody around. I think that's failure right there. You fail, and I don't want that, and I don't think I'm gonna be there because I'm gonna strive for what I need to do.
Those are very profound answers. I didn't expect that out of you, but I'm glad that is what you chose to say. So with that being said, your definitions of success and failure, what would be more important to you profit or purpose?
The purpose is the profit. Honestly, I mean, like I said, like in this world, as evil as it is, money is what makes it a better place. You know, I mean, not to say that that's all you need, but I mean, with the money, man, life is great. You know, so profit is the purpose, but just don't get lost. Try to profit off of everything. You know, I just enjoy it, have a good time. You know, we got this life, we live it. We're only here for a certain amount of time. Make the best of it.
I think that's definitely a great way to phrase it, because at the end of the day, money is necessary to fuel your further endeavors. So even though profit might not be the only thing that you strive after in life, like you said, family, love, all of that, you definitely need it in order to further yourself. So what would you say is better between raw talent or trained skill, and why?
I'd say trained skill, honestly, because ain't nobody born with anything. You're not born being able to pick up a basketball and play, you know? I mean, some people might pick it up faster than others, but I feel like you train, you work hard at it, you keep going, you're going to be where you get, you know? Practice makes perfect. So, train talent, just train it, just practice your skill, perfect it. That's what I think.
That's a good way to put it, because like you said, nobody is born being perfect. You don't wake up Jay-Z, you know what I mean? It takes a lot of groundwork and a lot of practice.
Exactly. And it took him so much for him to be where he's at, you know what I mean? He didn't just, you know, get up off and walked out and became the mogul he is, you know? It took him a while.
Yeah, it did. That's just one of many examples, but none of them woke up where they are. So what would you say is one rejection that you received in your life or career that shaped how you are as a businessman?
Being Mexican is one of the rejections. You know, being a Mexican and doing rapping. Like, oh, you a Mexican trying to do hip hop? Like, yeah, what you gonna be rapping about? Low riders, cholo, stuff like that. I just feel like, you know, there's a lot of stereotypes, you know, because it's mostly black and white, you know what I mean? Black and white, and there's not really no Mexicans out there that are big. Like, the only one that almost got there was probably SPM, Hispanic, Big Pun, but other than that, ain't really much. So I feel like they try to box, and I know this goes for any Mexican, they try to box you in, try to tell you, oh man, you're gonna be rapping about this or that, you know? Nah, man, we have a story to tell, you know? Basically, I feel like I'm the voice of the voiceless in my eyes, because I feel like there's people that have gone through what I go through, and that's why I really picked up the pen, you know, and started rapping, because I'm like, man, yeah, these artists are nice, you know, they say some dope stuff, but they're not entirely there with what I'm going through, you know what I mean? So I'm like, man, so I want to speak up for the people I know going through what I go through, you know. So that's probably what that is.
That's deep. That's good that you serve as, like you said, a voice for the voiceless. With that being said, with the different stereotypes around, you know, Mexican rap, how would you define good music?
Good music, man. Honestly, good music is anything that makes you have a good time. You know, you don't have to have like the dopest lyrics. You don't have to have like, you know, the vocabulary on the song, the dictionary on the song. You just gotta have something that anybody can vibe to. Make somebody have a good time. That's really good music. Like, you know, even club songs are good music, because like if you're out there and you're enjoying yourself, making life good, you're bringing that prosperity. You know what I'm saying? So it's just anything that really touches people in that way of being able to have a good time. But I mean, my favorite music is, you know, soul music. Like music, he touches your soul. You know, that's necessarily mine. But there's a difference, you know, good and soul music like that.
I completely agree. I love like R&B soul, because it just, you know, it really gets you feeling some type of way, lift your spirits, comfort you. It don't matter what the situation is. R&B soul is always good. All right. Can you go ahead and describe an instance in your childhood that shaped you into a better man?
I mean, this might sound funny, but in 3rd grade, I used to go to elementary school called Neal. I actually got jumped by like a bunch of 5th graders. And it's funny. It's funny. I was a little kid.
I'm sorry.
And I know it's funny, but yeah, like that just shaped me. Like somehow, some way, like it just shaped me. Like it made me more conscious of my surroundings, people who I trust. And I know it's such a little age, but you know, I always thought ahead of myself when I was young. You know, I always had this bigger man mentality. So that really like pushed me to the edge. Like, so, you know, I be paranoid, low key with people, you know what I'm saying? Like, who I can trust, who I can't. That's how I grew up. So, I mean, it just makes me a better man, as in, like, just knowing, you know, not to be sticking my head, like, wildly here and there with different crowds of people, you know, and they don't always have the best interest in you. So,
that's smart. That's definitely a good way to look at things, because you can't trust everybody. It's just how it is. Like you say, some people are really phony, and it's kind of common when you're working in the entertainment, fashion, whatever industry that's creative. There's always people there. Use the word defeatist in a sentence that relates to you, and tell me why you use that word the way you did.
defeatist. Man, I don't know if I like structure it right, but I mean, I just won't ever be a defeatist. Honestly, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Meaning, you know, somebody that's eager to give up, you know, that's willing to give up, willing to accept failure. Like, that'll never be me. Man, like, in that case, why are you alive? You know?
That's true.
That's how I see it. So.
That's definitely how you have to be when you're entrepreneur, businessman, artist, whatever. You can't be a defeatist, like he said. Someone who is just comfortable with giving up, not having a sense of drive to continue going. Use the word dissension in a sentence and relate it to you, and tell us why you use it that way.
Dissension?
Yes.
Life is always gonna come around with, you know, with that. It's always gonna. It's part of life. It's part of life. You always have to figure out how to maneuver, how to go through things like that. You know, always and find a compromise to, you know, because that's what life really is about. That's mostly what life's about. So you have to be willing to always be able to compromise. You know, just because somebody else has a different opinion, or somebody else has a different way of thinking, doesn't make them wrong. You know what I mean? So, you know, and just because you think in your heart that's the way it is, that doesn't make you right. You know, everybody comes from different backgrounds, different things, different morals. So, just, you know, gotta be willing to compromise, and knowing that, hey, everybody has a voice, everybody has a heart, everybody thinks different. So, just gotta learn how to process that. And I feel like a lot of people these days don't know that. Everybody says, "Oh, well, I'm right, you're wrong," you know.
Right.
Especially in social media, man. Especially with the Trump thing going on, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
That's where it comes to play. So I mean, if more people were like that, you know, compromising, we wouldn't have all this hate. So, but it is what it is.
That was a really good way to, you know, break that down in terms of dissension or opposition, people being against something that you're for. It's a lot of that, like you said, out here. And if people could just learn how to compromise and not be so set in their ways, a lot of problems wouldn't exist. So, with that said, a lot of, you know, things are going wrong in the industry. But why do you do what you do? Why do you choose to be a musician with so many people being, you know, the way they are?
Well, as I said, you know, hearing other artists, and then not me being able to, like, you know, understand them completely. When they don't understand me really, because it's like, I'd be like, yeah, I can relate to that, but ain't nobody speaking of what I've gone through, you know, about, like, I don't know, like when I first got here into the country, I remember I was like 3 years old. I remember that, but, you know, having nothing, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like who's speaking of that, who's speaking about that, and not just that. I know if I speak about something else that I've gone through, because I've lived my whole life here. Mm-hmm. So there's people that will touch me on that. So I can touch all general masses, not just, you know, Mexicans, not just, you know, immigrants or something like that, but I know other people will feel me and understand what I'm going through because raised in the same neighborhoods out here. So.
Right. That's interesting how you said that even though, you know, you're from Mexico, you were able to grow up in the States from the South, then come to Chicago. So, like you said, you have a very a broad scope in terms of what you can relate to. So
yeah, exactly. So everybody gets a little taste of everything.
That's good. Golden advice for aspiring talents, entrepreneurs. What would you tell them to do? Different than you did, or the same as you did?
Have a team. Honestly, have a team. Have a backbone. Because have people there that are gonna not just provide, but like help you out and ride with you to the end. You know what I mean? Somebody that even in your lowest days, you feeling like, man, I can't do it no more. Like I don't think I should do it no more. They should push you. But that being said, you shouldn't have no yes men in your camp either. You know what I mean? People saying yes to everything. Oh yeah. You know, we don't need that. You need somebody that's gonna actually give you word of advice, word of mouth stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, do this, do that, you know, somebody that's gonna help you out. So I say that and education really. Yeah, education. That's one of the biggest things, you know. So that's what I would say. That's
definitely, like you said, something that you really need to have. You need to have a backbone, like you said, a team, somebody or somebody's people who can be there when you need them, give you assistance, have the right connections, and also education. Me personally, I went to college, I graduated, but that's not for everybody. I know there's plenty of people who don't need it to be successful. So if you have, you know, a nice combination of those things, it's much easier to make your dreams come true, I guess.
Yeah. Because I mean, with that, it gives you character. It gives you character, and so I just think that's how I see it. Like education gives you character. Not to say if you don't have education, you have character. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just it helps you build that person that you be more successful. You know what I'm saying? Because you see it. You know, and not everything they teach you is like just take. You know what I'm saying? It's like life. You know, you take everything, but put it into your perspective and how you want to see it, how you want to deal with the things.
That's definitely a great way to put it. Now, we enjoyed asking you our questions. Is there anything that you have left to say?
Yeah, actually I do. Right now I'm just working on a project, a new project. I don't have a name for it. I do got a project I just put out last year. It's called Ill Ego. That's what I'm wearing right now. Under the management of NFV right now. That's newfoundvoice.com. You can get all the gear there, man. The hats, all the stuff. You got it. But yeah, just be on the lookout.
All right. Is there anybody that you need to shout out, or any artists or companies that you would like to give some recognition to?
Well, first and foremost, you know, my management, Newfound Voice, NFV. It's we got all the stuff, you know, the hats, the sweaters, the shirts. There's actually a sweater right here, Ill Ego, off the first album we just dropped last year. So it's on iTunes. Right now I'm just working on a new project that'll be out. But yeah, as far as shout outs, man, shout out my boy Low Key, man. The hottest thing coming out of Chicago right now. You know, I met up with him, and man, he got some dope ass music. So we're gonna be working on some shit. Hopefully put that out before the summer. Other than that, I got some other people in Texas back home. You know, Clutch Society. That's the fam right there. That's who I started all this with. But yeah, shout out everybody on Clutch Society.
All right. Well, this is Kayla M. Lawrence closing from Doughboy TV and the Fresh Faces Project. Thank you so much, JD NAVA, for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You can find me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. All the same thing, JD NAVA 94. So it's all the same thing, all three of them. I don't have a Facebook, trying to work that out with the camp, but right now it's Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, JD NAVA 94.